Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to the boat. I have a very special guest here today. She is my fourth sibling. Yeah, she is my fifth sibling, technically, but out of my mama's six, she is my fourth. This is my sister Brandi. Everybody, Brandi, Miss Starks, introduce yourself. Say hey.
Hey, hey. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, that's Miss Starks there. Finally got her on the podcast, man. It's been a while.
Finally.
So,
Here.
yeah, she in all this damn pink. I don't know why,
Whoa. Whoa now. It's my favorite color.
but no, man. So yeah, this is my sister. So she say hi, Miss Starks. Tell us just a little bit about yourself, real quick. We gonna get into the rest of it soon.
Okay. Okay, my name is Brandi. I'm 34. I like long walks on the beach. I'm a Capricorn. No.
Oh shit.
But no, I'm Brandi. Hey, y'all. 34. St. Louis born and raised. I'm a teacher, realtor, notary.
And on our way out of the States.
And on my way out. on my way out.
Not the States. I mean the state.
The state. The Midwest. It's time to go. So, yeah.
All right. Cool. So we gonna get into that, man. So this is my sister, man. So she, we grew up and we went to Hancock together. So
Hancock.
Yeah, so Brandi, you was in kindergarten, huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was in kindergarten all day. Why would my mama leave me there?
Man, hell yeah. I was in third grade, so we started going to Hancock together. That was crazy. What a time. There's a photo. There's still that photo. I got that photo. It just came up. I was scrolling through it, actually. Me, you, Ebony, and Jared standing on a corner on the bus stop. Oh my God! I would really love to go recreate that picture because I think that'd be dope as fuck, for real though.
I'd be cool with that. Make Granny. Make my outfit again.
Like, yeah, tell her she got one more in her, two more in her,
two more outfits in her.
Man. That's crazy. So, all right. So you on your way out of the States. You moving to Dallas. So what inspired you to move to Dallas?
So I wanted to go to Dallas forever. Whenever I go like down to Texas, I get a great vibe, great energy. Wherever I go, where I eat, like it's just good vibes there, whether, black, white, Mexican, whatever, whoever I encounter, it's good energy.
Yeah.
And I need that good energy.
Yeah.
So
always.
I'm going finally.
Yeah.
I'm on my way out.
Man, I can't wait. I want to go. I went down to Houston with a ex of mine, but it was right. It was fun though. Like, I mean, it was humid as a mug, but the food was good. The people was cool. Like, I didn't know that Texas had so many Mexicans though. Like, my God,
It's called right next door.
right next door. But like, it's like you might as well call Texas Big Mexico. For real, bro. Like, for real, cause New Mexico, yeah, that's the authentic people, but these motherfuckers here are authentic too. And there's a lot of them.
Everybody migrates to Mexico.
Man, that is crazy. So you've always wanted to go to Texas, and so now you got a place. What's up? What's going on?
Just got my place this weekend.
Okay,
this past weekend, actually.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a journey. I'm a planner, so life has been happening, and I'm like, it's not the right time. This last year, I was like, F it. I don't care what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going. Like, I have to go. I gotta just live. So, I have a place. I have a job. And I mean, that's all I need, the place and the job. So,
I mean, yeah.
so I'm on my way down there. I got family and friends down there, so it's gonna be a good time regardless.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited. So
I mean,
I won't be in the city of Dallas though.
that's good.
I'm gonna go visit the city of Dallas.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll be in the suburbs, okay?
'Cause,
Suburbs.
Yeah, I need somewhere to come.
Yeah, come on down. Come
Out
on
of
down.
tornado season, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Come on down. I got an extra bedroom for you.
yeah,
Don't worry.
I will definitely need that. Dallas is cool. I mean, I've been to Dallas, but Texas, Houston was just crazy. I didn't know
Houston is hot.
it was hot as fuck, but I mean, that's okay. It was fun.
Yeah, no, it's
It was
definitely
fun.
a good time down
It
there
was
too.
fun.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want a party,
Yeah.
go down there. This party
Yeah,
time.
Houston is the party.
Houston, Austin,
Yeah.
Dallas more like family type. Little more family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll never move there. I'm gonna move to Georgia. I want to move to the lake. So
Yeah, that
you
was
can
on my
come-
list too, but
You can come.
Texas won.
You can come to Georgia. I'll come visit you in Texas.
All right, we could trade off.
Yeah, cause I'll be on the lake. So
They got lakes in Texas.
I mean, I'm sure they do. They ain't got a lot of earthquakes, or I mean, tornadoes and all that other.
Hurricane season. Can't swim out of it.
So
Crazy.
all right, so you moving to Texas next month. So you do real estate and you are a teacher. So how you gonna swing? How you gonna swing both of those, or like what's the whole move of that?
Well, so when I go down to Texas, I'm going to be teaching. I've been a full-time teacher for the last 5 years. I've been in real estate. Is it 2 or 3? I don't even know. 2 or 3 years I've been in real estate. So I'm licensed in Missouri. I'm gonna stay licensed in Missouri. So come find me. Selling, buying, renting. I'm your girl. Come see me. But I won't do real estate in Texas. I'm gonna just focus on teaching and just figuring life out that first year. I don't want to get too overwhelmed with things, so I'm gonna take it slow this first year and then watch out.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. You
Yeah.
never know.
Okay.
You never know. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up, Dan. That's good, because I know that I'm in a process of trying to buy a house, right? So I want to buy this house because, first of all, I've lived here. When Gianna was born, I was moving. I was leaving this place. I was living here to go to Kansas City, and Gianna was born after I moved out of this house. So I just like this house because I've had a lot of memories into it.
So you live here for how many years? Because your daughter is
13.
13.
She'll be 14. Yeah, she'll be 14.
13 years of memories.
Yeah.
Come on back.
So, and I got a lot of things that I could do to a lot of plans for, like maybe like knocking out this and taking it a little further. Maybe helping this closet out, because that closet on the other side. But you know what I'm saying?
Do some stuff.
Yeah, do some stuff.
Make
but
it more homey.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm good. So you're gonna teach, and then what is gonna be like? What is gonna be your plan as far as? Are you gonna just stay? Is Dallas gonna be your forever home is that gonna be it? Like, what's the move from there?
You know what? I don't know. My friend asked me that the other day. She, in so many words, she was like, yeah. So is Dallas gonna be your home? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I think my husband down there though, so we'll see. Hey, I'm just saying. My husband definitely down in Texas somewhere. I don't know if he visiting or he live there, but my husband's down there. Okay, so but after this next year, getting my feet wet with Dallas and everything like that, and what comes with Dallas and being in a bigger city, honestly, and navigating that, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm going down to teach, but I'm actually looking into counseling, kid counseling, like at a school though. Okay. So I'll still be in education, but I have so many things that like I want to do, I want to explore, I want to try to do. So it's just like my mind is all over the place. So I don't want to just box myself in. Yeah. So Dallas could very well be my forever home, or I can have a vacation spot there. Right. A vacation home there, and I'm like somewhere else. There's like a lot of avenues and visions that I see for myself. So I'm not even going to just like box myself in and be like, yeah, I'm moving there. I've been wanting to move there, so I'm staying there. Right. Because I could be out the country next year for all I know. Mm-hmm. Like I'm a big, at this point in my life, it's like, just do it. Come on, Nike. I like Nike. Okay. Come on, Nike. But really just live. So if I wake up one day and I be like, well, Texas ain't work out, I'm going somewhere else. Not coming back home.
But it's a great thing because of your career. You'll be able to, finish out the rest of the year and be like, oh shit, well I can go apply for another school.
Yeah, definitely. I could be a teacher anywhere. What I actually want to do, and I've had this like in my mind for a while, is over the summers, because teachers re-energize over the summers in our breaks. Okay, don't get it twisted. We worked hard for all of those days off. Facts. But I actually want to travel over the summer and like sub somewhere else, another state, another city, just so I can see the world, or a country. Another country. I've actually looked into teaching overseas. So I'm like, I've been my mind again. My mind just goes. So I might be overseas teaching somewhere. You never know. So.
And that's dope. It's great that to even be able to have such like availability to do such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess hard to want to even do something like that, move around somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not limited, so I don't have kids right now. So I'm like, I could get up and go. But even with kids, I have a friend, and they have 3 kids, her and her husband. They out the country. Right. They've been out the country and lived out the country for years, and their kids are at one country for a little bit, and then they go somewhere else when they're stationed somewhere else. And I think that's amazing, just to get your kids and yourself just out of your comfort zone in different areas, experiencing new things, experiencing new people, and just really experiencing life everywhere. So like nothing's gonna hold me back at this point. Like I got 5 kids, guess what? All them 5 kids finna go somewhere because we're out of here now. When my time is up in a place, I definitely don't have a problem with just being like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. That's nice to be able to do. Like, I love that I have such a career where I could, I can go anywhere in the country.
Go anywhere.
Too. You know what I'm saying? Like, moving to Georgia, opening up a location in Georgia, that is one of like my biggest things. So
that's dope.
Yeah,
I got people down there.
Yeah,
let me know when you get there.
See. So it's dope, man. Like I love the fact that I have that. I love the fact that you have that. Especially just dealing with shit that we dealt with back in the day. So it's nice to see you doing something.
Yeah, thank you.
It really is. And I mean, Dallas, that's your spot. Shit, I wish it was somewhere better, but
wow. It's a hater in the room.
Hey, look.
It's a hater in the room.
They finna take a big old L to Boston.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's okay.
I'm watching the game though.
I mean, yeah, that's okay. You just know that you already going down
St. Louis
there.
gonna win.
Look, you're already going down there with a bad rep because you coming from St. Louis and they.
And I'm a rep it proudly. I'm a rep it proudly. Somebody asked me, they was like, "So you gonna be a Cowboys fan?" Oh, what? Are you delusional? You're out of control. You're out of control.
Oh my God.
So no, I know where I was born and raised.
Well,
so.
yeah, without a freaking doubt, man.
So no, I'm there.
Without a doubt.
But yeah.
All right. So about your teaching. So you are moving, and now you are. I know some of your good friends. Well, I know Lacey. So you leaving your friends behind.
Family.
Like. What is it gonna be like when you get to Texas? Like, what support are you gonna have? I mean, besides your work peoples, of course you're gonna have your family, and your family always gonna be just what they are.
Yeah. So, I want to say I'm not leaving anybody. Right. Everybody in my circle can go. Right, We're going. Everybody's gonna be with me. I'm just branching out for myself. Mm-hmm. I actually already have family and friends in Dallas, or the Dallas area. So it's going to be a good time regardless. I have close family down there who have been a good support over the years and who I've reconnected with over the years with me planning and talking about Texas as much as I've talked about Texas. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a smooth transition. Me personally, it's going to be it's kind of like a shock. You get into I'm in the, what do I call it? I'm at the like the home stretch. Like I'm about to be out of here. Yeah. So it's really like it's setting in like, dang, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be like away from my home that I grew up or the city I grew up in, friends, stuff that I was comfortable with. But you gotta do something different to get something different. Exactly. And for me to grow, I definitely have to get out of St. Louis. Yeah. I'm not necessarily limiting myself, but I would limit my growth and what I could be and my purpose if I stay here. So I'm gone. My friends can visit. My family can visit anytime they want to. Call first. No, but you can visit. So real shit, I have a support system down there already, and I know my support system here is gonna support me. Wherever I'm at, regardless of my zip code. Yeah. Or area code.
Up, man. That's what's up for real though. Like, so it's nice to have that because a lot of people don't, and your support system is it really can help who you are and who you be trying to come without really changing yourself. Yeah, you know definitely. What I'm saying? Because people say, "Oh, I have support," but like you're really changing a lot of who you are because of the support that you think you have and you don't really have it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely deep. It goes into like you have different people in your life for different reasons and different purposes. Everybody's not there to fulfill like this one need that you have. Like you got friends that you can go to the club with. You got friends that's gonna tell you, you making poor money decisions. You got friends you can go to church with. Yeah. You got friends that you can't bring to too many places. So everybody in your life has a purpose. You just got to figure out what that purpose is. Yeah. I got people I could call on when I need some work done. Yeah, done right at the done right. You better believe it. But you got to use the people. You got to use the people around you for what they're good for. You got to know what that person is good for. So some people you might think that like your support looks different in different aspects in different ways. I have support on my job. I have support at home. I have support for when I'm doing something dumb. Kind of and I need that nah, you need to do this. And I have some that's like, nah, let's go. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. So for my support, everybody in that situation, because I know who's there for what, they're gonna make me grow in that, wherever it is, whatever the area is, they're gonna make me grow in one one way, shape, or form. And it might be to grow to like, no, I can't listen to her on this one, or to grow and be like, yeah, I really need to take that into consideration and stuff like that. So it's definitely about finding yourself, knowing who those people are and what you can trust them with.
Right. Yeah.
So it just everybody has a purpose and serves a purpose. And sometimes their purpose is only for a short time.
Yeah.
So
They say a season or a reason, man.
yeah. So you just got to figure it out. So like I have people now where when I move, they're not coming with me at all.
Of course. Yeah.
They're done, unfortunately, and it's not like, oh, we fell out or whatever, but things have changed.
Right.
And if we're both not growing, if we both not moving, what are you here for? There's some people, back in high school, back in middle school,
right?
We Facebook friends,
right? Yeah.
I say happy birthday, I see what you're doing and stuff like that, but you may not be doing or moving how I'm moving.
Yeah.
So it's just it's like we good, I'm there to support in the areas that I can, but there's some areas that I can't support you in because you're still at that level of high school. You're still at that middle school level. And it's just like, no, I have bigger and better, I'm not better than you, but I have better things to do with my time and my effort.
Exactly.
So I got to focus on me,
and
so
that is
it's gonna happen.
that is one of the biggest things that people need to understand is that focusing on you. Them personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do my positive post quote picture every day. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's me. But you'd be surprised how many people be like, "Hey, RJ, that's this has helped me out. For this and blase blase." And the thing is, I'm just doing this for me. Yeah. Like,
but you don't know who you helping.
Yeah.
You don't know who you helping.
You don't know who you helping. So
sometimes your purpose, not getting deeper than that, but sometimes your purpose isn't for you. Right. So sometimes the way you move and the stuff that you do, you may or may not be encouraging yourself, or you're like, hey, like you do that every day. Right. It's for you, but it's like something constant that you do because you like to do it or whatever like that. But you never know who sees your post and like, dang, they can get through it. I'm gonna get through it. This happened to them. And I'm over here stressed about, something small, something mediocre. And they're just, they pushing forward and they're doing what they need to do every day. And it's like, dang, let me get up. Let me, let me do something. Because it's definitely though, like, for me, my purpose sometimes, or my obedience, not to get, religious or anything on people, but my obedience, but stuff that I'm told and stuff that like, I'm like, ooh, I think I gotta do this. Sometimes it's really not for me. It's for me because I'm doing it, but it's helping somebody else. It's doing something else. And had I woke up, or had you woke up one day and been like, nah, man, I ain't posting this. I'm tired today. I'm this, I'm that. Like, you wouldn't have reached that one person who said, dang, that helped me. They helped me that day. So keep doing it regardless of who's watching, who's saying something, because guess what? They looking. Regardless if they saying something, they looking.
Every day. And
they look, you see it, the views are more than the likes every time. Every time.
Fucking time.
Every time. So they're watching regardless if they're saying something. So you're helping people that you don't know.
Yeah, that's so
you don't
crazy.
See.
Oh, that's so crazy. Because
so,
you know
like,
what?
keep doing it.
That positive post, I swear to God, every morning I can guarantee. Now the rest of them may never hit it because it just don't. And it's so fucking weird that I notice it. But that first post every morning, it's got at least 200 views. At least every day.
Yeah.
200 views. That first post.
200 people is waiting on it
every fucking day.
Every day. And it's sometimes people post. It's an algorithm. We already know that. There's an algorithm to all of it and stuff like that. But there might be, people moving in the morning doing this, brushing their teeth. Right. They might be strolling and seeing and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it might be peak hour for them. Sometimes it's like real early or like real late because in the middle of the day, people doing stuff. Some people, some people at work, some people doing this, some people doing that, but it's a positive thing. So like a lot of those people might be like, ooh, he posts today, because there's some people who I see on Facebook and stuff like that. One of my good friends, shout out to BJ,
BJ the DJ. No.
Not BJ the DJ.
Right.
But he does like these Friday posts where he like prays or he like gives an encouraging word and stuff like that. And like a couple of times he ain't did it, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Where is this post?
Yeah.
Let me go check his page. Maybe I missed it and stuff, but it's stuff like that. Even if I don't get to it because Facebook is weird and it don't give you the newest post or you know people posting stuff like that. But you know, sometimes I go to it or I'll go to his page like, okay, where I missed it at, and I'll go back and look at it. So it's just little stuff. And I might have commented like a month ago.
Right.
I ain't commented last week, but I look at it. When I see it, I look at it. And everything like that. So it's motivation, and you motivate people even when you don't know it or they don't acknowledge it. They looking.
And that's so crazy, man.
So keep doing that. Look, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, as you should. All right, so look, I know that you went to school for
Everything.
Criminal justice. And now I remember you did the home
daycare.
Yeah. So like, what all transpired with like, you know, like, I mean, you ain't got to get into too many details.
Yeah, but I got you.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, I told y'all I do everything, right? So I've always been a busy person. I went to undergrad to get a degree in criminal justice and stuff so that I could go to law school. I wanted to go to law school. But through all of that, I wanted to work with kids, and I thought, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be a guardian ad litem, and I'm a graduate. I'm gonna go to law school. I'm gonna get this degree. I'm gonna help kids. Well, my senior year, I did this internship. I was like, I don't even gotta spend this money for law school. This is crazy. So it really wasn't what I wanted to do. And so I was like, well, shoot, I got this criminal justice degree, so what I'm gonna do with it? So I went and got my master's in legal studies, paralegal degree. I worked for the state for a year as a paralegal.
I remember that.
And then stuff happened, moved back home. I moved back to St. Louis. I lived up in Jeff City, state capital. You didn't know. Jeff City is the state capital. Some people don't. My 4th grade kids did not know that this year.
See what I'm saying?
So I moved back home, and I talked to my bestie, a really good friend. Shout out to Tisa. We've been friends for since we were 6 or something. But we did it in home daycare together. So we got all of that together and stuff like that. It was a process. Did that for a year. It really wasn't, you know, you're a business owner. Yeah. So you know, like that first year or 2 or 3 is going to be a struggle. But that really wasn't my passion doing that. That's not something that I wanted to do, but I was like, you know, let's try it and see what happens. I did more of the administrative stuff for the most part anyway. But did that for a year, and I was like, well, but when I was doing it, I was getting my teaching degree because I was like, well, we finna charge the most that we can for these kids. So I wanted to get my master's in early childhood education. And so I did that. I did the daycare for a year, and then I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So I finished my degree, and I became a teacher. And here I am 5 years later.
5 years.
5 years later. Thank you. I just finished.
She ain't killed no students.
I ain't killed one. I ain't choked one. That's been reported. No.
That is funny.
But yeah, so I just finished my 5th year of teaching.
Congratulations.
I taught 3rd grade for 2 years through COVID. Dang. Disgusting. And then my last 3 years have been as a 4th grade teacher. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's been stressful, but it's been great. I love kids. I know that my purpose in life is kids. Okay. So I know that I learned that a long, long time ago. I've always wanted to be around kids. Yeah. I've always loved kids.
Weirdly enough, I do too. I ain't meaning to cut you off real quick, but I just when I get to where I want to be, I want to open up a foundation for inner city youth. Just because that's where I came from. So yeah, that's why I feel that passion for kids, and that's what I mean. And you know, there's a lot of damage that happens to kids, and it ain't it ain't any fault of their own. And
Yeah.
if I can help ease that pain, I want
Yeah.
to. So
One, if
so,
you
yeah.
help one,
Yeah,
you've
so,
helped many.
So
That's kind of
why
like the same place I'm coming from. Just growing up, I knew like school was my outlet. Growing up, school was my outlet.
I tell everybody, man,
let me go
I
to
would not miss school,
please.
brother.
I am crying. Why do I have to stay at home?
I'm telling
I'm
you.
sick trying to go to school.
Y'all don't understand. Like, this is real shit. We lived in the same household, brother.
Bruh.
I'm telling you. I moved out at 13.
If school the kids ain't do nothing, they went to school, baby.
Went to school.
So, but yeah, kids have been a passion. So like school was my outlet, and I've always, well, my 5 years I worked in, my neighborhood. I worked in Normandy. I worked in Ferguson, Florissant. I want to help my babies.
Yeah.
Those are my kids. I know that they're coming from where I came from. If not, worse.
Yeah.
Could be a little better, but they're coming from where I came from. And I know that I didn't see probably like a sub of a black teacher.
Yeah.
I really didn't have my first black teacher until high school,
Right.
and I went to Berkeley.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was in Ferguson, Florissant.
From Hancock to-
Hancock to Ferguson, Florissant.
Yeah.
Ooh, change.
Big culture shock.
Culture shock. That was crazy.
Everything different.
Culture shock. It was such dude. So, but yeah, like I want to be. I'm doing something with kids for the rest of my life. Side note though, I wanted to.
We can collab on some things.
I want to actually. I've always, since I was in like middle school, I said that I'm adopting kids when I grow up and when I get older. And that's one thing actually. When I go to Texas, I'm looking to, if nothing else, fostering kids.
Right.
Because I see it. I've had kids who were in the foster system. I've seen kids in the foster system. I know people who are foster parents. My grandmother, not by blood, is definitely like, she's a foster mother.
Yeah.
So there's people, you got to figure out what's for you and what's your purpose so that you can, walk in their purpose and do that.
Yeah.
And kids are my purpose. So yeah.
School
is where I'm at.
Let's give a fucking
School is where I'm
at. Yeah, man. That's it's crazy because like you don't see a lot of people like really advocating for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
even kids in people in school working with kids don't advocate for kids. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, so like it's crazy to see because I mean, especially when you have grown up like we have.
Yeah.
You want to give back to more because like I know I didn't have any resources. I didn't think that I had any resources till I moved out of mama's house at 13. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that now, seeing where I'm at, I realized that. There are things that we didn't know that we had that if someone was there, it's simple shit too.
Like
it's
even
simple.
like to this day, like as a teacher, like I do programs. I go into programs, as a teacher, and I'm like, dang, this here, they got this program, they got that program. Would have never known had I not done it. But like for me, like I got kids who ain't been out of St. Louis.
Yeah.
Luckily for me and how I grew, right. Luckily for me, I traveled.
Yeah.
Because of my grandmother and because I ran track. Shout out to the Royal Knights. Hey,
hey, let's get some.
Royal Knights, Scorpions, track club. All right now. But because of that, I was able to experience. Yeah. Had I not done sports and stuff, and a lot of our kids, they're able to travel now. Like, JFL football, like it's big, like it's huge. Like parents are going hard for football and stuff like that. And they're getting to experience more things, but you don't have to just experience things because of sports.
Right.
Like you can go.
Yeah. But we don't know that. Like,
and people really don't know that. When I travel and stuff like that, I show my kids the pictures, and we're talking about it. We're talking about the places. We're talking about the areas because they're not exposed. A lot of them aren't exposed to that. You have some, but the majority are not exposed to that. So it's up to me being their teacher, being African American, knowing, some of where they came from, because everybody's story is different.
Yep.
But I have to expose them to that. So we took a trip to Morocco together through my pictures. So like that stuff you got to do, and it's like, wow, that's out there. That's in Africa. Yeah, that's a part of Africa. Like,
yeah.
So,
but you don't know what you don't see.
You don't know what you don't see, or what someone isn't teaching you, and you can't expect pen plug for parents. Your children's school isn't teaching them everything they need to know.
Yeah.
They're teaching them what the state wants them to know so they can pass the test.
Yes.
So it's definitely up to you to teach your kids. Yeah. Teach your kids, read your kids. Their learning, their education does not start at school. It starts at home, and it starts at home before they get into school age.
Yeah.
If they can walk, they can learn some words.
Yeah,
if they can learn a song, guess what? They can learn some words.
That's one thing,
and stuff like that. So
did you know that Mama she only had a 6th grade education?
No.
So Mama only had a 6th grade education.
That's crazy.
But did you know that all 6 of her kids got a high school degree and or college degree?
Yes, because she ain't play about that.
Because she didn't fucking play about it, But that's a 6th grade education.
Luckily, that was for her. Like, it wasn't like, well, this all I got, so this all you need.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, this all I got, and you doing more. Like, I ain't playing with it. Like,
so
she played about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but she ain't play about them motherfucking grades.
She ain't play about education.
Yeah,
or her kids.
She didn't, So I will always, forever love her for that. You know what I'm saying? So, living in that inner city though, just like moving out at 13, it was just still something I didn't know. I didn't know that I wanted to do that. I just knew that like this wasn't what I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like moving out, but all of what she taught me showed me a lot, and still helped mold me into, this man. So
you can take everything. Like, a lot of people be like, well, my parents ain't do this, my parents ain't do that, and stuff like that. But what did you take from what they did do?
Yeah.
Because they're not always gonna do it right. But regardless, it took me a minute to, like, not necessarily for Mama, but it took me a while to realize, like, you're gonna learn stuff from everybody you encounter, whether it's attention. If you pay attention, but whether it's what to do or not to do, you're gonna learn something from everybody. You just have to have an open mindset about it. And of course, I ain't know that until I got a little older.
Of course.
But I was like, dang, like regardless of how it looks, you learn something from them. You learn something from them.
You have to.
And you got to take that with you. So whether you learn what not to do or what to do and how to do it, like, you got to take that and you got to go with it. And that's why, like, us and where we at now, I think it's like our people our age or our generation and all that other stuff. I feel like they're big on helping some people, but not all. But it's up to all of us because somebody came from where we were. Right.
Everybody's got a story.
And why not? Why you gatekeeping stuff? Like, you tell like what's going on, what what you doing. Like, give a suggestion. It's not cool to let people, go down the same path as you. Now, if they don't listen, that's their problem. But I've seen it. St. Louis definitely, like, promotes, but they promote who they want.
Of course.
It's definitely about popularity. Who knows who and stuff like that. It's not necessarily who's better sometimes or what. And then it's a lot of, like, well, I know this person. And a line from a movie, for sure. Sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. And that's big here in St. Louis. And that's another reason why I want to go to Dallas. Like, I've never, it's help. It's, can I do this? Can I do that? And again, it's not everybody in St. Louis, because the people I surround myself with are dope. But you hear stories, you've encountered some things, you've encountered some people, and it's like, nah, it'll be nah, we ain't done right because I know him and I don't like him when he played my sister. You know, like anything crazy. Like he ain't do this, he ain't do
for some,
he ain't let me get that deal. Like
yeah.
so it's just important to just, you know, surround yourself with people, but help who you can.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And do what you can for people. Like it goes a long way, regardless of what that looks like.
1,000%. So yeah, I am like my biggest plans is to open foundations, one for congestive heart failure for mama, and then one for inner city youth. Like those are the two foundations that I want to plan to open to help, because you know grandma died at 51. You didn't know that, did you?
I knew around the age,
So she was 51, and you know, given all the other reasons, but you know, she was still the heart condition is
and
what
young.
they have, you know what I'm saying, and young. So
and
that's
it's
what
happening.
they have,
a
So
lot.
we've lost that, so that's why I want to give back that way. You know, and then the inner city youth, just because they didn't think that, they don't know that they have help. And big brothers, big sisters, it is what it is. But man, like there's so much more.
It's cool.
You know.
Yeah, I've done big brothers, big sisters.
Yeah, Marcus did too. You know.
I was a big sis. Still in touch with my little sis and they family.
Yeah.
That's my family at this point.
And that's dope.
And it's good stuff, but there's parameters to them. Like you got to get signed up. There are qualifications and stuff. Everybody can't get in because we ain't got enough people, or we ain't got this and we ain't got that. And a lot of like places, or several organizations, like you got to have certain things to be able to get in it, or not have certain things to be able to get in it. And it's crazy. So that's dope because like think about that.
Yeah, for real though.
Like setting parameters for stuff to help people is like
wild as fuck.
Like help people, like
that's
help
what
them.
That's what we want to do, right?
Yeah,
help
so
people.
help them all if you can.
All right, so tell me, what is one of the hardest obstacles you had to deal with, and how did you handle it? As you know, a professional. You know, I understand, like, as students, your students might come as a difference, because knowing that I was a student of, you know, poverty, you know, like, I know there's some shit that you might have. Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, like, what's up? What you
well, work-wise, I mean, I'm a teacher.
Yeah. In Ferguson,
Enough
Florida,
said,
right?
I'm a teacher. So there's a lot that comes with being a teacher. But struggles, whether it's parent involvement, administrative, you know, help, or just like not knowing, like honestly, just not knowing. You, as a teacher, everybody should have to teach. For a week out of the year, everybody should have to come in and sub, go sit in your kids' classroom, go do something. Lil Eddie is not cool.
Not at all.
Lil John sucks sometimes.
Yes, he does.
But just honestly, just like being professional and dealing with the obstacles that you have with kids. This past school year, I had at least 25 kids in my classroom all year. That's 25 different personalities. That's 25 different questions.
Yeah.
About the same assignment that I just explained.
Probably.
So like I don't have a set obstacle or anything like that, but I mean, on any job, you have to navigate your life and navigate that job. And for me, I'm dealing with kids. So the death of mama, I was at school. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
After my mom passed. After people pass, you got to go right back to work.
Right.
Your kids coming in crying and you like want to cry.
Right.
Or you just cried on the way to work about some personal stuff. And you really have to suck that stuff up and be there for them. And life just goes on. It's been days. And kids see that. Like we've had kids. And when I say we, like one of my besties, shout out to Lacey, who's worked with me for the last 5 years.
How you doing, Lacey? Hey, girl.
We've had days like where our kids are hurting and we're hurting too, and it's like figuring out if you can be vulnerable or when you can and stuff like that. So just navigating your own emotions and stuff with teaching. With, you know, being underpaid, not having certain supplies that you need, not having a certain support you need. When little Johnny flipping out in the back of your classroom,
Right.
and you got to deal with that and still teach the rest of your kids.
Right.
So, just doing it in general, it's rough. It's hard. And one big thing that I do, I leave work at home. I mean, at work. When I leave work, I'm leaving it there. So that's just a big obstacle. People
Because
try to
you
take
have
stuff
to.
home. People try to take stuff home.
But think about. I'm sorry. Let me cut you off.
No,
though,
you good.
But think about this though, real quick though. You have to leave it at home, right? Or you have to leave it at work.
But you don't.
But you don't, because guess what? This is a soul. This is a
Like,
child soul. This ain't. I don't care about what
I
you
worry
do with
about
them.
other people's kids.
Yeah,
all
you know
the
what
time.
I'm saying? Like, this ain't about what you got with another adult.
Yeah.
No, this is a child
This
that I
is
have
a
to worry
child.
about.
And I love my kids. They get
Man.
on my nerves sometimes, but I
course,
love
I'm
my
sure.
kids. So
They-
it's
they
definitely
get on their parents'
like
nerves.
trying to leave work at work and dealing with kids and just like figuring, you know, like, dang, I got to make sure I got a snack for this person tomorrow. You know, I got to make sure I got this for this person. I got to make sure that we starting the day fresh tomorrow because so and so had a bad day today, you know. So tomorrow I got to make sure that I'm giving my children grace, and I think that's the biggest thing. Kids need grace too. Like, you want grace as an adult, and you expect people not to hold grudges and to do this and do that, and like, oh, you know, you had a blow up and you don't expect, you know, your girlfriend, your friends, your this or that to treat you differently after you had that big blow up and meltdown. And people, I ain't gonna say we because I don't, people don't do the same for children. And children are trying to navigate emotions after they haven't been taught emotions, after they haven't been taught how to navigate them. And we're adults, so we know how to do it.
Yeah.
We do it as best as we can, you know, for the most part or whatever. So that's a big thing, giving kids grace.
Yeah.
They deserve it too. They deserve it too.
I think they all do. Like, I could say for very, you know, for just positivity and the understanding of teachers.
Yeah.
Like Hancock. Shout out to Hancock. That's where
Yeah, shout out
that's
to
where I
Hancock.
went, baby. That's
Tigers.
where I went. If it wasn't for a few select teachers, you know, in Hancock, that, you know, I wouldn't be probably a lot. I mean, my mom did, you know, her thing.
Yeah.
You know, she did what she did, but there was a few teachers that they knew I was slacking because shit was slacking. I was in a situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I moved out of my house at 13, so like I was in a situation of being lost and I didn't know what I was doing. But I can tell you, Miss Van Lane, you
And I
know,
had her
she
too.
was, she was one of the best teachers that I'd ever had because she actually paid attention. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like, you know, compared to, like, let's say Mr. Dietrich, because we know who he is, right?
Yeah.
But Mr. Dietrich had a statute, right? You
Yeah.
know, everybody knew him and what he represented, so you wanted to do better just because of what he presented.
Yeah.
But what she seen was, you know, he's slipping. You know.
Yeah, she wanted more for you.
Yeah,
It's like
and
noticing
it ain't
that.
he didn't want more from
Right,
you,
right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying, because he wanted it in a different way, but it was how she moved
cared.
it.
She saw it. It wasn't
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
he's slacking. He, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you failed this test again.
Exactly.
It was like, hey, your grade's slipping. What's going on?
Right.
What's up?
And that was a big thing.
Why you talking about that? I still remember that you got the do the right
do the right thing.
award or whatever
Yeah.
for going to school. Cause my man used to be on the bus to go to school. That's crazy.
Let me tell them that.
Crazy.
So look, I'll tell. What happened was, in 6th grade, Jared had got suspended in 5th grade because he.
Ain't
Now,
why you
he
telling my
did-
homie business.
Listen.
He got suspended.
But no, let me tell you, because what happened was he got suspended because he intentionally hit a teacher who was pregnant. He didn't physically try to hit her.
Yeah,
it was on a backswing or some shit, whatever the hell was going on. But
shouldn't been in the way.
Shouldn't have been in the way. No, stop. But so she right. We already
Jesus edit that out.
But so they suspended him, and so he didn't have. We was getting bussed in.
Did you say stop?
No, he good.
We
was getting bussed in, so
right.
They didn't.
Shout out to the DSEG program.
DSEG program, big ass facts. But they didn't have a bus. They only had it for me now because I was in 5th grade. I was still in elementary school, but when I moved over, it never transferred. Mm-hmm. So that's why I had to take y'all bus and walk that miles to school every day.
That's crazy. I don't even remember you doing that. I just know that you got it
on the bus every time.
That's crazy.
I used to walk from the elementary to the middle school.
I just know you got it for doing something.
Yeah, that was what I was
doing. For going
to
school though, but I forgot that you actually rode our bus.
Yeah, that's what I rode y'all bus for hellas, and I even
and then walked this crazy.
Mr. Paul Huff, R.I.P. He died like a few years back. Yeah, I remember. But Mr. Paul Huff, he used to take me to. He catch me. He was like, every time you come here, let me know, and I'm gonna take you to the school. And he took me to the school, like, and it was so crazy. And Miss Rishbeater, she was the secretary that actually put me nominated me for this. So like it was cool, man. Miss Rishbeater, she lived across the street from the middle school. But you know, like it was crazy, and that's why I was able to get on that and you know, be represented for that. But it was the craziest thing. Like, but I was just, they didn't even know, like, bro, I was just trying to go to school. Like, right. What y'all thought it was different, but no, motherfucker, I was just not trying to be at my mama's house.
Because I want to go to school, okay? It's time for me to go.
I wanted to be out of my mama's house, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it didn't even bother me to walk that mile either, right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, well, let me go to school.
Day, I just went to school. That's what I did because I had to do it.
That was dope,
you know, so
that was dope.
But that's what it was, man. So, but all right, so look, we about to get ready to close this up. Yeah. So I got a question for you.
Cool.
We all know that teachers are, you know, underpaid heavily, you know, and at least in the Missouri area, you know, because that's what I see.
Missouri's low, regardless, but it's based. So people, my bad. I'm gonna let you finish your question first, and then I'll say something.
Just in the area of, you know, especially the city. I know the city is kind of messed up. I know a bunch of city school teachers. So just like in your opinion, like what is it that you feel that teachers, what do they need to shine a light on about teachers to help y'all better do y'all job? You know, like
everything. Everything. So education is a corporation.
Damn.
Let me say it that way. It's a corporation.
Yeah.
Everybody has a job to do, and there's somebody above them telling them what to do and what they need to do. Nobody is looking at what it really is that teachers do. Like people, like to be a principal, you got to be a teacher first.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then they get disconnected from what's really in the classroom and what we actually deal with.
Yeah.
But with that, now you get like your board, the district office.
Right.
They haven't been in the classroom
in years,
or ever. They don't know what we doing. You want me to teach Lil Johnny this for this test, but Lil Johnny don't know how to write Lil Johnny.
Yeah.
So like, it's a huge disconnect. I'ma say a lot of teachers are paid based off of like the area that they're in.
Yeah, I figured that.
The more problems sometimes means the more money. I'm gonna say Missouri is the lowest paying, but Missouri is a cheap state too, if you look at it. So you got to look at it like that. We're definitely underpaid though, because if I was paid for what I'm actually doing, baby, I'd be racking in the dough. Me and the surgeon, the neurosurgeon, would be getting paid the same bucks. But there's a huge disconnect. You got DESE or you got the state saying, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to teach X, Y, and Z. Districts get paid off of test scores. and other things.
Right.
There's like this algorithm again.
Of course.
We get points for certain things. We get points for attendance. We get points for test scores. We get random points. Schools get points for certain things, and if you don't meet that, you drop. This how schools are, and I'm giving a rough. I'm giving a rough example, so don't cancel me and stuff like that.
Right.
That's how people lose their accreditation because they're getting points from the state.
Yeah.
We get points for it. We get points for attendance. You got to have 80, 85, somewhere up there.
Of course.
Or more for attendance to get a good point, to get a good score or whatever. I don't remember what the numbers are, but if parents aren't held accountable to get their kids to school, if everybody doesn't get a bus, if you make certain kids walk, how can you say that we're over their attendance if you're not providing the same things for everybody?
Right.
Some parents, and unfortunately, like parents in my district or stuff like that, they're working 2 and 3 jobs.
Right.
So when they kid miss the bus, guess what? They're not coming to school.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to, my principals that I have. We've had principals go pick up kids and stuff like that. But there's a huge disconnect with what is required of us by the state and what we actually can do.
Yeah.
What we're actually funded to do.
Yeah.
The money that we get. You want kids to learn, but we get a new curriculum every year. Like that's not helping them grow and stuff. So there's a ton of things. I don't know which one you want to hit.
Right. Yeah.
There is a ton of things that cause this disconnect with what teachers need. Teachers need a lot of stuff. You can start with the pay though.
Yeah.
But supporting the classroom, smaller class sizes.
Yeah. But with that, okay, so you say smaller class sizes, and I'll only touch on that because I understand that, like, with this day and age, because of students, when I was in school, we had like 20 students in our class.
I'll take 20.
Yeah, but it can hit 25, but probably never more. But the separation of parenting starting at home,
huge different.
So
parents
that's why,
are younger now.
Yeah, a lot younger, and you having a lot more kids, man. And if
more
you can't
kids,
take care of one,
economy is going up, so they're working more, so they're not spending as much time with their kids. Discipline at home looks different from discipline at school. Like you got people, but most of the time, like with us growing up, it wasn't too many parents cussing out teachers or cussing out the principal saying that they kid didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Today, you got a lot of that.
Yeah.
They kid ain't do nothing. They kid on camera and they kid still ain't do nothing. Well, who did it? So the disconnect comes from all over.
Right.
Just like the education, the discipline starts at home. There are some kids who I know you know better, and you showing out in front of your friends and stuff like that. But it's definitely a disconnect with parents as well.
Okay.
On the discipline and just what teachers can do now.
Yeah.
Teachers can't do nothing. Can't yell at can't talk to kids too loud.
Trust me, I know.
And there's a problem. So it's a problem. Pick a problem. Pick a problem and teachers have it. So it's rough. It's rough out here for us. Okay.
Let's not. But look, all right. I got one more. So I know. I never really had to have like a teacher like spend money per se on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though we were pretty poor, like Mom made sure we had all our school supplies. If she didn't give a fuck, she did. She made sure you had your book bag and your pencils and all of everything else you needed. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, we can always count that we had. We had that.
Shout out to Donna.
Yeah, shout out to Donna. You know what I'm saying? Grandma, I love you too, baby. But what is it? Do you think like would it be like helpful like if teachers had like sponsorships or something like that?
Yeah, I mean there's some out there and stuff like can't even think of it. There's a program where you can get school supplies.
Yeah.
However, it's time.
Right.
So now I got to go get the school supplies. Now I got to go do this or do that. Sponsorships are dope. They have teachers pay teachers. They have different like websites that we can like put stuff on, but then you gotta fill out a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta meet this criteria. You gotta, you gotta do all of this stuff. If you know a teacher,
right,
help.
Damn,
if you live by a school, help. You're sending your kids to school.
Yeah,
help.
No kidding.
See what they need. Like it's like, oh, the teachers got it. It's money. The school got it. No, the school does not have it. The school has the basics. But guess what? Your kids break pencils every week. And they ask me for pencils every week.
Right.
Like, them school supplies dry out. Them crayons get broken. Broken crayons, still color.
We used to play pencil break, but things were a lot cheaper back then too, though.
Yeah, so like it's this. We need everything, like the stuff. You mad at that school supply list, but your kid gonna run through pencils, and as the teacher, I'm still gonna buy them, and I'm still gonna give it to them.
Exactly.
So just even like this year alone, I bought uniforms. We went into uniforms. I went and bought uniforms. Like, I'm doing what I need to do for my kids. And you would think, the school paying for it. They did. I got students who got free uniforms, but I still had to buy them. Because that's 5 uniforms. That's a week's worth. What if they don't get them washed? What if this happens? What if that happened? They grew out of them. Then what? So it's important to understand that the state helping, but the state ain't helping.
Right.
Like some of y'all on state assistance, the state helping, but they not helping.
Right.
Your food stamps going somewhere, but they not going a long way. It's the same thing with the schools. Like, think about it. It's the same thing with the schools. It's some money there, but it's not enough money to sustain the whole school year or this or that. So teachers are going out of their pockets, and people be like, you ain't got to do that. Then you go tell the school to do it. Tell this person to do it. With what money?
Right.
With what here? Again, they go to politics. I know some people in administrative offices who getting paid more to furnish their offices, than to put money in classrooms or give supplies to kids. So that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't even gonna get on that. But money is going other places. Money's not just going to my classroom or this or that. So when I have to supplement that, when my fellow teachers have to supplement that, that's what we doing.
Yeah,
so
big time. And that's coming out of y'all pocket.
And that's coming out of my pocket. I'm not getting reimbursed for that.
You're not, and you got your own household to take care of. You got your own bills to take care of.
Definitely, but
and these are our kids. In the sense, my kid goes to school. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that my kid needs a lot of things. She's in a sense taken care of on that aspect. Right. But I was one of those kids that wasn't. Right,
exactly. So I had some for sometimes. So it. Same thing. Kids are there. So just like us, like people gave us stuff, but think about how many times you asked for a pencil. You asked for more paper at school. You ripped your paper and had to get that. And you had to get a new one. Like a lot of the time, like the school provides stuff, but your teacher was giving you stuff. Think about all this stuff. Your mama said, you lose that book bag again, you ain't getting another one. But you came home with a book bag. You came home with a book bag. So it's like people don't think about that stuff. The state isn't covering everything. The school district isn't covering everything. And then like the districts I'm in, districts are based off of the income in the area. That's why Pattonville is like it is. That's why, this the Francis Houser like they is. Stuff is, it comes with the income that's there. It comes with the taxes that are there. So, we supplement where we can. We're not the best, we're not the greatest, but we're doing what we can do. And my kids gonna walk out of my classroom knowing that they're loved. Knowing that I care, knowing that if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. So that's what's important for me. There's problems there, and I'm gonna do what I can when I can do it. So.
And I'll applaud that, man. And we gonna finish up here in a minute, but I can applaud that because, like I said, still, in Hancock, those teachers meant something. We had a small school, which made it easier for these teachers to really know these students.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So that really made a difference. Like I remember a coach buying cleats for a player. Shit, can't afford them. You know what I'm saying? Coach bought the cleats. That's things. that's money coming out of that coach's pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it regardless of whatever it is, So I would, now that I sit and think about it, I never really thought about it until this conversation. So, teachers don't, and even knowing these school teachers, I know, and all of them teaching inner city, and they're teaching, in what is it, SSD?
Go volunteer.
Yeah.
Go help.
So,
there's other ways that you could do stuff. It's kids who don't have fathers at home,
Yep.
or mothers, vice versa,
Yep.
for whatever reason, one or another, and stuff like that. But it's surface level stuff you can do. I love seeing the posts where like a kid didn't have a dad and 50 dads show up to the the event and stuff like that. Show up, volunteer, see what the school needs, see what be a room parent, like be a building, do something. Do something in the school. Even just being able to see your face and talking about, I'm painting, I did this, I never thought about that or whatever. They need to see other stuff.
Right.
They need to see other stuff. And again, not saying that they're not getting some of that at home and stuff like that, but they need it.
Yeah,
they need
1000%.
it. They need to see people like us. They need to see people like them.
Yeah.
In different areas and different places and stuff like that. So it's very important to get back to your community. To go, seriously, go volunteer at a school. Go see what you could do for a school. See if you can adopt a family,
right? Yeah,
for certain things, for holidays. We got adopted. Then we get adopted.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, do that. That stuff is still important. There are families who need that, whatever that may look like. So definitely, any type of children program or community, but I say specifically it's school because we see the kids every day. So I know what family needs to be adopted.
Right,
I know what kid needs help with something.
Right,
you might see it on a surface level or whatever, but no, I've seen this kid doing this. So I know we need this. So go talk to teachers, go talk to the teachers in the classrooms because they are getting firsthand experience and firsthand just conversations and talk with kids about what's really going on, or they're seeing stuff and the kids appreciate it. When I brought them uniforms, I was like, hey, can you fit this size? Go do that. They appreciated it. Oh, now I got a uniform, a clean uniform, like everybody else and stuff like that. So it's very important to just get back and go look for it.
Yeah,
somebody needs help.
That all, and I'm telling you, I lived through that growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
I remember, Mama didn't always have everything. We never had a washer and dryer at home. So guess what? We always had to take our clothes to the laundromat. And it wasn't just a bag. It wasn't just a bag or two. No, we would have to take every piece of fucking clothing that we owned.
Because she had 6 kids.
Because she had 6 kids, bro. And it was fucking horrible. And
that's crazy.
There was times I remember wearing the same clothes twice because we didn't have shit, but we had fucking 6 kids. You know, she had 6 kids.
And there's families out there like that still going through that. So don't think just because this or that or whatever, you went through it, somebody else is going through the exact same thing.
1000%.
Somebody's going through the exact same thing. And my mama, she wasn't taking no handouts. She not looking for nothing or whatever.
She never did.
You have parents like that now. So it's important to just, give when you can. People don't like to tell their business. And it's even more now because now you got people putting you out on social media.
Yep.
Ooh, look at the homeless person I helped. Look at this that I helped. Look at this person I helped.
Yep.
Or whatever. They want to gloat about it and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't even ask for help. But people need it. So again, even if you just go talk to a local school, what does a kid need? What do you need? Is there a classroom that I can adopt so I can help with classroom parties and help with this, help with that, because it's really needed.
I have like I said, I have a lot of friends that teach. And I can't wait, until I can afford to send them hey, here's a $500 check for your classroom.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to, and it ain't that I want anything, and I won't even attach my name to it because it ain't the fact that I need recognition for it.
Right.
It's just that they need
Need
help.
it. Need it.
They need help,
Need it.
and I was the person that needed help. I always say, and we'll finish up here soon.
Yeah.
I say now that if I had someone like me when I was, younger,
Yeah.
I would be a completely different
Be
person.
that person you needed when you
Every
were
time.
a child.
Every
Be that
fucking
person
time.
you needed when you were young.
Every time. So, Miss Starks, it was my pleasure. Oh my God, it
Thanks
was my
for
pleasure.
having me.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
It's been a time. It's been a time.
Not as
So
professional.
we'll try to get you back on one more time before you leave next month. But it was definitely a blessing to talk to you, and I love you. Like, for y'all don't know, me and Brandi, it ain't that we're the closest in our siblings of our siblings, but we kind of feed off each other the most because of the path of where we are going in life and what we want to do in life. Me being the oldest, I learned a lot, and I moved out of my mama's house at 13, and it was some of the craziest things that I've ever had to do because I didn't know who leaves their parent at 13 when you don't even know how to take care of your fucking self, But Brandi, our grandma, she moved in with her and, got a better life. And that's what it was. It was a better life. And coming in, coming from that and coming to being to where we are now, it really fucking just makes me proud to see, you do so well in life. And it ain't like that my other siblings ain't doing good because they
shout
all
out to
have
them. Everybody
big-ass
doing
facts
something.
because they all got a college
Degrees,
degree and they
businesses,
all are doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
So I want to just bless myself with the siblings that I have.
Shout
man,
out to the
because
6-pack.
the 6-pack, big ass facts, man. Like, they are really doing the thing, man. And I do, man. I love everybody. And Brandi, you are my
big
heart,
bro.
man. You helped me through a lot of shit, and I can always
Do my best.
keep you around, man. So Brandi is the person that keeps me level-headed. So if you say something wild to me, I text it out and then I send it to her, and I never send it, but we just talk about you. So just so y'all know, because as a business owner, I can't reply like I want to because guess what? I got some ammo.
Shots fired.
But I love you, man. I'm
you, big
so
bro.
excited for your new adventure, and I can't wait to see you strive and become an even greater woman than what you are.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love you, boo boo. Like,
Love you.
you're my girl, man. So so we're gonna get out of here. So I'll leave y'all with this. Let me pull this fucker up. The question isn't who is going to let me, it is who is going to stop me. And what that means is you can only stop yourself.
Period.
So love yourself, man. Love one another.